Hello everybody, my name is Shresh Gupta from India, New Delhi, and today I'll be showing you the build challenge of the month September, which is to build a pollinator garden. So first, let me tell you what is pollination. Pollination is a very important part of the life cycle of plants. Insects, birds, bats, and the wind take pollen between flowering plants, which means the plants can make seeds and reproduce. Why honeybees are required for pollination? Bees make excellent pollinators because most of their life is spent collecting pollen, a source of protein that they feed to their developing offspring. When a bee lands on a flower, the hairs all over the bee's body attract pollen grains through electrostatic forces. Stiff hairs on their legs enable them to groom the pollen into specialized brushes or pockets on their legs or body and then carry it back to their nest. So now I'll be showing you my garden. First, this is an NPC whose name is Beekeeper and he says, I love bees. And these are small crops which I have attached to my garden. And this is the biggest field which I have kept in my garden. So now let's talk to farmer. First, farmer says bees helps in growing crops. It's not just farm grown crops and vegetables that rely on pollinators to thrive. Many species of wild plants depend on insect pollinators as well. These are responsible for the production of many seeds, nuts, berries, and fruits, which serve as a vital food source for wild animals. Now, let's talk to farmer number 2. Farmer number 2 says, do you know that bees pollinate about one third of the food we eat? We use solar energy to run everything on our gardening required machines and in our honey collection and storage area. Now let's talk to female farmer. Female farmer says bees helps a lot for growing crops. There are solar panels in all over our garden boundary. We have solar lights on all the edges of our boundary. Now you can see I have planted a lot of flowers for my birds so that they do not have to move. A long way to collect their food. Also, I have made this pond so that they easily get water. Now let's talk to the gardener. Gardener says, here is a pond. Water helps bees for making food and several other things. Also have made vertical garden in a pyramid shape with as much space as we can. These are the vertical gardening which I have used in the pyramid shape so that we can utilize our space as much as we can. Now, let me tell you the types of honeybees. Apis honey, the genus Apis into which all honeybees fall, is a beautifully diverse bee species with at least 44 known subvarieties. These are all united by traits of honey production, wax comb production, and living in a colony with queens. First, Apis mellifera, the European or Western honeybee. Second, Apis mellifera mellifera, the dark or German honeybee species. Third, Apis mellifera luistica, the Italian honeybee species. Apis mellifera carnica, the Carniolan or grey honeybee species. Apis sierrana, Asiatic or Eastern or Himalayan honeybee. Apis dorsata, giant honeybee. So now, on my front, you can see this advanced bee farm which I have made for collecting as much honey as I can. You can see it collects a lot of honey bottles. So now let's talk to the honey collector who is in charge of this place. Honey collector says this is an advanced honey production and storage farm and it generates 15 bottles of honey per hour. Here we use green energy to run the machinery of this unit. Green energy generation is based on kinetic energy. So now let's head to our storage area. So this is a small place where I have planted some flowers so that these honeybees which are inside this place doesn't feel lonely. And this is the honey housekeeper. Let's talk to honey housekeeper. Honey housekeeper says this is a honey protection collecting and storage area where I am getting pure natural high quality honey, and I made an automated process for collecting and storing honey. The whole process is not required any intervention of human. Oh, that's good. So, one more thing I want to talk with you. Do you know how honeybees are helping to produce electricity, which is green energy? Electricity can be generated using devices that can be fixed in front of the hive. The forager bees in this case are utilized to generate electricity by using their kinetic energy. The forager bees are typically old bees that perform tasks outside the hive to collect nectar, pollen, water, or other materials. During the movement of the forager bees from outside to inside the hive or vice versa, they will pass through the device and hence electricity can be generated and stored in batteries until used. The bees will push small balls and these balls are connected to a movable tube, and this tube is connected to a small dynamo to generate electricity. Now, so before ending, I also want to tell you something. You know, safety of honeybees are also required because, according to scientists, they are telling that by 2035 the bees might extinct. So, for the safety of honeybees are required from the following. First, animals like deer, lizard, toad. Second, they also need fire protection. Third, unwanted visitors such as thieves and large animals. So for all these things, I have made a small sewer-like system which will not allow small animals and animals to come inside my field. I have made sewer-like system all over my field. One more thing I want to tell you that the preferred plants of honey for higher and good quality honey production are mango, pigeon pea, acacia, eucalyptus, papaya, pidon, tiny fuchsia, avocado, and sunflower.